Barry, so good to watch today, wasn't he, Troy? What do you make of his performance and how fun he is to watch as well?
No, he is. He's likeable because he works hard for the team. I think it's important when you score 3 goals, everyone gets away. But look, 8 shots, you have to have more shots. A lot of these strikers now think they're Haaland, think they can have 12 touches and score 5 goals. That's not how it works. You need to have more shots to get more goals. And he had 5 on target, and it was a good day for him.
Where does he learn that kind of intelligence off the ball, Grella?
Watching Troy Deeney clips. 100%.
Yeah, no, training clips.
So many players now, especially in the 9 position, they want the ball to feet. Yeah. I was always a player that wanted the ball to feet because it's a lot easier to get the ball to feet, and you don't have to run as much. And when you have to spin and run, it's a lot more energy, it's a lot more work, and then sometimes you, especially if you're not playing in a top team, you don't get the ball. So then maybe you might do it once or twice, and you don't do it every time. But to credit to him, every time he did it, he received the ball on the back of the end. So on the back end. So I think it's excellent for the team because he's going to continue to do it, but also excellent that they got him the service, that they credit him for those runs that he made. So all 3 goals are very simple. Anyone could have scored the goals, but it's the movement off the ball beforehand, the gamble to run for the team that he gets the reward in the end. And it won't always work like that, where you get, you make 4 or 5 runs and you get 3 goals. But it's a really good sign for Barry and a really good sign for Everton moving forward.
And Troy, Everton look really sharp so far this season. How do you think they will do in this competition and the Premier League?
My outside bet at the start of the season to make Europe, I think they can finish in that top 8. It's about whether they have their goal scorer to score. They're going to be solid defensively. They've got Jordan Pickford in goal, very rarely makes mistakes. He's probably that tier down for being the top tier goalkeeper for me. Know what they're doing in terms of set pieces, organised. They've got the bodies, but now it's the forward areas. Do they have the pace and the power in the wide areas? And do they have a number 9 that can score? Last year, Barry and Beto kind of between them. One played good one game, the next one played good the next. Now you've got Barry, who looks like he's happy, looks like he's enjoyed himself, and now he's scoring. This could really be the season that you see them doing kind of what David Moyes did at West Ham all those years ago when they're around that 6th, 7th, 8th mark. And now we know with the 5 position in the Champions League, that'll end up in Europe for them.
Well, let's hear from David Moyes, who was speaking after the game.
David, into the 3rd round, and in the end, a comfortable win here at Deepdale tonight.
Yeah, it ended up a little bit more comfortable than I thought it might have been before the game, but obviously a really good result for us. I thought we played well at times in the games. Our football was quite good. We needed to finish things off a bit better in the first half than we did do, but really pleased we scored 4 goals.
Just a word on your hat-trick goal scorer tonight, and Thierno, he was telling us how he's worked really hard in the summer with his mindset and his ability as well. Did you say anything to him at the end of last season coming into this one, or is it just motivation by himself? I
think I told him he has to do a lot better than he did before. That was it. We want goal scorers, we want centre forwards to score goals, and he's got some. I don't think it's easy for MD coming to the Premier League in the first season, I think, and especially centre forwards. I think it's difficult for him. He'll learn a lot more, he'll see a lot more, and he's come in with a much better attitude generally, so whoever's working with him's doing a good job.
And Brennan Johnson as well was telling us how he feels so comfortable in and around Everton, the training ground, the Hill Dickinson Stadium as well. Do you feel he can really find his home at Everton?
Well, look, we want to find what he did at Tottenham when he was scoring all those goals, and I thought tonight when he came on, his assist was a brilliant assist, and his finish as well. I think the people who've watched Brennan over the years would tell you that looks a bit more like him, getting on the end of things, finishing in the box. So we don't want to bring him on too quick. We want to sort of introduce him, but he's done well when he came on tonight.
From the 2 games that we've seen so far, there's so much energy, so much youthfulness around this team this season. Can you get carried away at the moment? Can fans get carried away? No, they can't. No, I think we've got a lot of work to do, and I still feel that for us to be a side which is competitive, I still think that we've got a lot of work to do. Hopefully we're able to try and do some of it. In what way more work to do?
More players. We need our squad's not big enough, and we need to get more quality in some areas if we can do.
Which leads me on, do you feel you will be able to do that before the window closes?
No, I'm not sure we will, but it's not for me and the want to try, and that's for sure.
But I guess you just want to keep this momentum going, don't you, at this moment in time?
I think at the start of the season, when you get started, I think my experience would tell me when you get some wins under your belt, it's helpful. It's a good win in the Cup tonight against not an easy opposition. And the win on Saturday was good as well. So hopefully we can continue to try and build on it.
So far, so good. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Cheers,
See you
David.
later.
Greatly, we have an adjective in the UK, Moyesy. That was very Moyesy because he knows what he wants from his players and he's bold saying that in a press conference as well. How will the players react to that, do you think? Do you think they'll thrive under that pressure?
I think it's really important. The manager job is so difficult to do. Troy will tell you because he's done it. But communication is the most. You have to be charismatic. You have to be all these different things. Good energy inside the place, but you have to communicate really well. There's no miscommunication there, right? He came in with a better attitude. He's got to score goals. That's what he's paid to do. I told him that he's got to be better this season coming in. Simple. Talked about Brennan Johnson. Yep, we're going to introduce him to the squad a little bit at a time. Totally honest. And then at the end, I don't know if you want to say taking a shot, but was brutally honest about, no, the team's not big enough. We're not deep enough. We're not deep enough to do something special. So this is coming off the back of, by the way, 2 clean sheets, 2 wins, 2 performances that I thought were really good with the football and without the football. I think that's another staple of something that Moyes has, is that his teams are good with and without the football, and they do the simple things really right. So, yeah, I think his communication is second to none. I think he's one of the top managers for sure. And maybe before the window closes, because it's not closed yet, if he gets the pieces that he wants, maybe that Troy's sort of outside prediction could come true, that they could break into the top 8 and have a really exceptional season.
And the one thing he does there as well, he communicates to the fans inadvertently through that, where he says, I want more players. I'm not sure I'm going to get more players, but it's not through the want of me asking. So the fans know, OK, well, he's trying to get it, and maybe the financial situation might mean that they can't afford to, or maybe the players that they want are too expensive. But he's letting the fans know, hey, we're trying, but if we don't get them, we'll still kick on and we're still going to go for it. So, yeah, I like everything that he said, the way he handled it, the way he talks. He's been around the block. He knows what he's doing.
Troy, when were you a manager?
Let's not talk about that. It's another good day. But I had a little pop.
Are you Moyesy as a manager?
Absolutely not. I am a little bit more aggressive. I say what I need to say. But obviously, learning from those mistakes for the next time. We'll be able to speak a little bit better, a bit more clearer, and, yeah, be a lot calmer. I went in from playing. I played on a Tuesday and I was manager on a Wednesday. You know, it's very hard to put that down and change.
Yeah, but still incredible experience, though.
Oh, anyway. Absolutely. Absolutely. Wouldn't change it for the world.
Yep.
And what do you think we will see from David Moyes this season with this team?
It's an evolution, right? He ultimately comes into jobs that are very much broken. So when he took over this Everton team, if you remember, that was a team that was struggling. He kept them safe. They were losing 13 players as they moved into a new stadium with a new ownership that wanted a new brand of football. So he was able to keep them safe, keep the fans on side, but also be really clear, like, hey, we've lost 13 players here. That stuff normally happens in the Championship. It doesn't happen at a Premier League level. You're normally losing 4, 5, maybe even 6, but not 13. He steadied the ship. He's got them solid. Again, all David Moyes' teams really good at the back. You know what they're going to be like from set pieces. But he started to sprinkle that little bit of magic in the forward areas. Ndiaye, Jack Grealish last year, Dibbling, and now he's doing it again, and he's looking for that other piece. The biggest part for Everton will always be, over the history of this Everton team as a club, who's the guy scoring the goals. If you've got someone scoring the goals, that fan base will be unbelievable. And I've been to the Hill Dickinson Stadium. It's an amazing stadium, but it's also one of those stadiums now where other teams want to go because it's a great day out. It's like an occasion. So there's a lot more pressure on them. I think they'll be really good. I do think they'll be really good this year.